What's up, everybody? This is Zoe again for part 6 to NCAA football. Creating my Legends roster using high school seniors from the 99 class all the way up to the present day recruiting class. Anyway, let's get this cracking. Let's see, I figure we switch it up a little bit tonight. We've been doing quarterbacks for the past few days. I figured you guys would probably want to see something different, some different players. Uh, we can do some running backs. This is all I have down so far that I done made. I actually got some players already created and made. These are just the ones I'm showing you that I haven't completed all the way yet. Got some wide receivers. I think what we're gonna do is just pick out certain players and just get them done tonight, just so we can just have a little fun, see how everything cracking. Let's start off with Deshaun Watson. This man was an excellent football player in college, I tell you that much. Beat Alabama well, he didn't beat them 2 years in a row, but he put up, down there 500 total yards against them 2 years in a row. So just by him having those two good games against a good defense like that, it helped him get drafted very high. But dude was worth it. He was worth the pick. I know Cleveland dumb, they feel stupid, they should have picked him, but when you used to losing, you can't do nothing but make dumbass decisions. Man, you know I'm tripping, man. I need to put a brace on Watson's leg. Well, on his knee. Yeah, I was tripping right there, buddy. What? It won't let me do it. Now let's try. There we go. The man was getting out to a hell of a start to his rookie year, man, till he suffered that injury, man. That shit be crazy. I hate to see people get hurt, especially players who got potential, especially the ones who done showed you they can really ball. The Texans was doing very good this year until that man got hurt. I just hope he bounces back 100%, plus a little better, a little stronger. People be failing to realize, man, you playing with grown ass men now. They will hurt you. Wow. So he's just gonna be strong as shit, huh? He got too many dark colors on. Let me change him up. He's too dark. Put some white in your life, man. Let's see who else we got on the board. Okay, I gotta create some more players tomorrow. Some more quarterbacks. So we'll do a few running backs or whatever. Let's go and start off with Brandon Jackson. He went to Nebraska. He ain't had no big time career. He was okay, I guess. Really don't have a lot to say about him, so I'll just speak on whatever right now. But like I said, he was a highly rated high school player though. Like I said, it's the type of game that we doing here. We taking players who you never heard of, but they was highly ranked, and we getting them on this field, man. We're gonna have us a lot of fun with this. Trust me. Like I said, the ones who follow me, just keep following me. This is gonna be worth. This is gonna be worth it. Every roster's gonna be dope. Every roster's gonna be at least 88 or better overall. Every player is gonna be at least an 85 or better with his awareness of 85 or better. So man, this is gonna be dope, man. We're gonna have players playing both ways. So if you was recruited out of high school as an athlete, I'm gonna make sure you able to play multiple positions. This is how we gonna do that there. So, like I said, we having the best high school seniors since the class of 99 all the way up to the present day. We putting everybody on the game that was recruited. Trying my best not to leave too many people off. Now Jacoby Jones, if people are unaware of who he was, he got him a Super Bowl ring with the Baltimore Ravens a couple years ago when they beat the 49ers. When the NFL made the lights go out. But Jacoby Jones, coming out of high school, was recruited as a running back. So if anybody knows him, he played receiver and kickoff return, or special teams, if we must say, when he got to the NFL. So we're gonna make him as a running back on the game, and we're gonna make him as a wide receiver. So we're gonna see what he gonna do at both positions on separate teams, though. That's the thing. He's not gonna be all on the same team. So right now, I'm making a running back of Jacoby Jones, but I also got him created as a receiver. I just don't know what team he's on. It's kind of like basketball when you have somebody that can play two positions. You can interchange your lineups, come with different lineups, throw teams off. So, like I said, that's my whole logic. I just trying things, which I know it works, cause like I said, I actually completed this once, like a month ago, on my other PlayStation 3, but it went out and I lost all the data and everything. So this is why I'm doing it again. But the first time I did it with NFL players, Hall of Famers and stuff like that. So this time we go do it with high school seniors, like I said. Depending on if I'm able to fill up the roster with all these recruits, I might have to go a little bit farther past 99. Might have to go all the way to 1990 just to make sure that I have enough players to cover these teams. But the thing is, back when you go a little bit farther back, they just have first team All-American offense and first team All-American defense. So it's not a bunch of players to choose from. So I'm going to take the best players and the well-known players from that and put them on the game too. It's just a security blanket just for the time being. And I might have to put a few NFL players on there, but I'm going to try and get as many college players on here as possible. Then we got Jacoby Jones already. Okay, at an 85, he good. Jacoby Jones from Baylor. That's who he used to pay for, Baylor. CJ2K, Chris Johnson. The man from the Tennessee Titans that used to play for East Carolina that rushed for 2,000 yards. And after that, you never heard of the man once they gave him that money. Never heard of him again. Then he got shot. Ended up at Arizona. Dude just fell straight off after that big season with the Titans. But like I said, we're going to try to bring him back. I wonder why he fell off like that, though, to be honest. Because when I watched him play, it don't seem like he took a lot of big hits. And I don't recall any major injuries, so. But at the same time, the only thing that I could really think of is it's the NFL. When you get, this is how you can tell the difference between a great player who consistently does this year after year compared to a player who just have a year or two. This is the difference right here. It's just like when Miami Dolphins was running that Wildcat bullshit with Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams and all of that. At first year, they was killing everybody with it because the NFL had never seen no shit like that on a like regular play to play basis. That was more like a trick play that a coach would pull out his bag. You know what I'm saying? That was like that was like every blue moon, man. But that's how you can tell the difference between a great player and a good player is because when them defensive coordinators have a whole year worth of film on you and they able to dissect your formations and shit like that, man, the NFL's gonna stop you from doing whatever it is you're doing. I mean, them players are getting paid. Those coaches are getting paid. So for real, that's the only thing I could really think of that happened to Chris Johnson was that after he had that 2,000-yard season that summer, all them defensive coordinators, man, when they went and studied on him real hard, man, broke him down all the way. And when that new season started, man, dude, I think that's like I said, that's all I could think of for right at this second. I might have to look deeper into some things and find out really what happened. So like I said, dude just fell off, man. Just fell off. But we're gonna see what he gonna do on her though. Next up, Michael Bush Jr. from Louisville Male High School, from my city, my state. This guy right here made all state at like 5 different positions. Dude was very versatile. Dude had a scholarship offer from the University of Kentucky before he even played a high school football game. Dude was very talented. He won Mr. Football and he almost won Mr. Basketball. But on that football field, dude was a beast. He signed on with Louisville because they told him they was going to let him play quarterback because he was on his way to Ohio State because they was going to let him play quarterback. But Louisville told him they going to let him play quarterback because they had to get him because the following year, Brian Brown from Trinity High School in Louisville, Kentucky, he was like the number 5 quarterback in the nation. So he had led Trinity to 3 straight championships. So he was very highly recruited too. So we couldn't let him get out of the state because Alabama, Penn State, Florida, he had down there every school wanted him. But back to Michael Bush. That's what happened to Michael Bush. But like I said, as far as high school, dude was one of the most dominant players I ever seen play. He came into high school like a year or two after I graduated. I want to say a year after I graduated, or he came my senior year. I can't really think. I gotta think. But dude was bad, man. He was a beast. He was a guy that was worth that ticket price. So he went on to Louisville, like I said, thinking he was going to play quarterback, which he did his freshman year. They would let him play a little mop-up duty or when we was blowing teams out with nothing real serious. But obviously Bobby Petrino talked to him. It was Bobby Petrino's first go-around as the coach. But I think he just talked to him to let him know, like, dude, we got Brian Brown coming, man, next year, man. He's a better quarterback than you. You know that, man. So we need to get both of y'all, man. We can't let both of y'all lead the state. And plus, he had already told Michael Bush, your best chances of making it to the NFL is playing another position anyway. Cause Brian Brown, he come from a legacy family like the Mannings here in Louisville. His daddy was a legend. His big brother Jeff Braun is a legend. He won a championship at Trinity, and and he made it to the NFL. Played for the San Francisco 49ers, and matter of fact, he was the offensive coordinator when Michael Bush and Brian Brown was at Louisville. That's when Louisville was putting up points though. They actually put Louisville back on the map because we was kind of dead there for a minute, especially from that Ron Cooper era. We just went 1-10 some years ago and shit like that. So we were just looking for a decent coach. We ended up with John L. Smith from Michigan State. But Bobby Petrino's first go around made Louisville national championship contenders. That's why we in the picture now. It was cause Bobby Petrino the first time. If he would have never left thinking he was gonna coach Michael Vick. But I feel him though, man. But at the same time, you gotta be loyal to the school that made you. You know what I'm saying? Made you high commodity. That's just how I feel. Which I understand there's no loyalty in sports. But yeah, Michael Vick wouldn't have been fighting them dogs. I know Bobby Petrino had all kind of visions of what he was gonna do. Like what he doing with Lamar Jackson now. So what he'd have had Michael Vick out there doing, even though Vick was already doing it anyway, he'd have just worked on Vick's accuracy. Cause that motherfucker Vick can throw the shit out of that ball. But yeah, back to Michael Bush, man. He was a very hell of a player in college, man. Very hell of a player. I almost won the Heisman his junior year, man, but dude broke his leg first game of the year against Kentucky. He had like 3 touchdowns in the first half. They horse collar tackled him, man, and broke his shin, his tibia and his fibia. So dude's parents took like $1 million insurance policy out on him. I actually thought dude was gonna come back to college because dude was a top 5 pick his junior year, heading into his junior year. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up still entering the draft and got picked in the 4th round. So think about that. Dude went from possibly signing a contract that was could have been anywhere worth anything from 40 to 60 million to signing on the second day of the draft in the 4th round for 400 for the league minimum, 400,000. Just think about how much of a pay cut dude took just cause he got injured, man. That's why felt like he should have came back to college. Louisville would have gave him an extra year. We'd have sat there and let that man heal up and everything. We'd have let that man get himself all the way together. See what he looked like at quarterback. See if we can change his number to 19. That's like a versatile number for him. We'll just put him at number 8 since dude can play multiple positions. Okay, he's an 85 at quarterback, 85 at running back, 74 at receiver. I think we'll leave him like it at receiver. Because if I change anything on his receiving, that's going to mess with his overall as far as a running back. So see what he look like on defense, cause he played on defense too in high school. Oh, he's a 45. Oh shit. Yeah, we got to get him on up there a little bit. His jumping ain't gonna be too much of nothing though. Yeah, but my man here, he got drafted by the Raiders. Played down there with Darren McFadden for a minute. Then he ended up with the Chicago Bears. I don't know who he's playing for right now, but just so y'all know, her in Louisville, dude is a legend. And I'm not just saying it to be saying it, it's real talk. Dude's gonna be in the Hall of Fame and everything. Like I said, before dude even stepped on the football field in high school, Ncaa offered him a full ride scholarship. He played at Male High School with Montrell Jones, who was a wide receiver. His senior year, also, he won Mr. Football. Montrell graduated in 2000, or was it 2001? But yeah, Montrell, he won Mr. Football as a wide receiver also. And he ended up going to Tennessee. Got in a little trouble there, but ended up back at Louisville though, which he should have came here from the get-go, but I don't think Bobby Petrino was heard just yet. But yeah, Michael Bush, man, his freshman year, he was offered a full ride scholarship before he even caught a pass or threw a pass or ran for a touchdown or made a tackle. So, and like I said, he almost won Mr. Football and Mr. Basketball in the same year. Nobody had never done that, so I thought he was going to be the first to do that, but he didn't win Mr. Basketball. But I think he chose the right sport because he made more money playing football than he probably would have ever made playing basketball. But damn, the choices we make, man, if he would have just came back to school properly, you know what I'm saying, and just healed up properly. Because U of L, we got one of the best physical therapists in the world. My mother worked there. So when I was a kid and I used to go to her job, I used to meet a lot of athletes, met a few wrestlers. I always used to see U of L players, basketball or football. My mom typed the reports and stuff at the doctor's office and shit. So when I would go there after school, that's when I would see some of the players and stuff like that. So that's why I know, like, dude should have came back, man, let them people work on him. Just took his time to heal up. I feel like he missed out on a lot of money just by going to the NFL too early. Oh man, I messed up. Let me go to cornerbacks. Messed up real quick. I gotta make Michael Bush back to a running back. There we go. Oh, Ray Rice, man. Man, ended his career, man. That's a touchy situation, man. That's a touchy situation that happened between him and his fiance at the time, fighting the way they was, to where it let me know they did that a lot of times at home. But both of them was crazy because both of them gotta understand, man. Y'all fucked up the church's money, man. Y'all was supposed to protect the church's money, man. Doing all that fighting and all that crazy shit, man. Both of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, the woman, she fucked, you know what I'm saying? She fucked it up for her man where he'll never get a job again in the league. Then he messed it up for himself. He actually became the reason why the NFL just been going through all this crazy stuff these past few years. He kind of spearheaded that shit, man. When that videotape came out, man, that's when a lot of stuff, the rules and everything, that's when Roger Goodell started getting real involved with anything the players did, any crime they committed, or anything, man. Dude was on it, man. But yeah, like I blame both of them, and they know he shouldn't have did this and this and that. Nah, both of them shouldn't have did that shit because both of them fucked up the future for their family and generations. So I'm not really taking no sides on either one. But one thing I can say about Ray Rice though is that he's a stupid motherfucker, man, because the Ravens is still trying to give him a job on the low. And dude try to come out in like a little interview and like lightweight snitch on the Ravens and shit, you know what I'm saying? So the Ravens like, you know what, nigga, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So they left dude out there on the island, man. Dude ain't been able to recover ever since because he was still gonna be making a little money behind the scenes, man. They was gonna bring him in to like the little PR relations or something, have him talk to the rookies and stuff like that because dude was on his way out the league anyway, believe it or not, because the older you get as a running back, when your yards per carry start dropping and it start dropping down to like 3.2, man, it's about time they go get rid of you, man, because you're not even getting them nowhere near a first down, man. In 3 tries, if you rush it for 3 yards a carry, you only getting these people 9 yards, man, and they still gotta punt the ball, man. So as a running back, you gotta be in the high threes, in that 4 range. They want somebody to get them a first down in almost 2 plays. But that was his problem too. That was why he was getting released too. It was not only because of what he did in the elevator, it just made it even easier what he did in the elevator for him to get kicked off the team, get kicked out the league at that. Jonathan Stewart from the Oregon Ducks plays for the Carolina Panthers as we speak. I always been kind of iffy on dude. Well, in the NFL anyway, cause dude just plays a little, I don't know, like timid to me. He ain't. I don't really see him break a lot of tackles like that. For him to be a big guy, but he's short and the way he's built, he don't really dominate that line. He don't dominate that ball like I feel like he should. But in college, he was very good because he was just bigger than everybody, running everybody over and shit. And he had some speed to him to be a big guy. But yeah, he was part of helping Cam Newton and them make it to the Super Bowl out there dabbing it up and shit. But him and when D'Angelo Williams was there, they shared the backfield together. That was a nice combination on the field in real life and on the video game. So the video game gonna have Jonathan Stewart playing defense too. If they got to. Wow. Work on the speed right here. See what we can get Fat Boy right here. Man, Oregon done produced some good ass running backs. Well, college running backs, you gotta separate college and the pros, two different levels. Marlon Lucky used to play for Nebraska. Little shifty, little back. Nah, kind of had a little power to him a little bit, but he played at Nebraska when they had, was it Bill Callahan or Bo Pelini? It was one of them two coaches though, I'm for sure. I know it was one of them two, I just don't know which one. But I'm for sure it was one of them two. Let's see how lucky his rating go be. Like Nebraska was still getting good running backs after the 90s. I think the only difference was the coaching change. You know what I'm saying? The philosophy of what Nebraska football was built on changed. Because in the 90s, when I was watching Nebraska football, late 80s, early 90s, they was dominant. Just running the ball. That's all the hell they was doing. They rushing for 3, 4, 500 a game. Don't get me wrong. they threw some passes, but Tommy Frazier wasn't out there throwing for 300 a game. He didn't have to do all that. Dude probably throw for 150 a game, but he's probably out there rushing for 150, 200, probably 2 or 3 TDs. Then you got Lawrence Phillips back there, Almond Green. So now they done hired Scott Frost. He was a beast too. He won a championship too. Now they done hired him back. And now they in the Big Ten. That's when Nebraska play in the Big Ten, which is so weird. Which is what lets you know all this is about money, because Nebraska shouldn't be playing in Big Ten. They've been playing in Big 12 since I've been watching football. So what I'm gonna do on this game when it comes time to switch conferences and stuff like that, I will be putting teams in the conferences I seen growing up, but I'm gonna make these all power conferences though, trust me. The way I'm gonna make this game, it's gonna be like the playoff system from day one, from the very first game. Because every team is gonna be competitive, so you can lose to anybody on any given Saturday.